You go in to
Sure.
manage a facility that's at 95% occupancy, right? Is the game that you play or the way that you manage that facility, you're trying to push the occupancy back down to 85% by doing incremental rate increases? Do you go in and increase rates on half of the facility? Like what kind of levers do you guys like to pull? What's kind of your go-to strategy for that?
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't get too many 95%
Okay.
occupancy
Yeah.
facilities coming our way. If you're in the management business, there's a little bit of adverse selection. So it's the facility was struggling, or maybe the owner had it up at 90 and he got just burnt out and stopped answering his phone, so it dipped back down. But when we get facilities, they say at 70, 80, we get it up into the 90s. Yeah, that's when you want to aggressively push tenant rates to get it back down. If you're running an ECRI program and like nobody moves out, that's a data point that you didn't push high enough. So the sweet spot typically is in the low 90s. We know a lot of institutional buyers who they're actually looking for facilities that are 100% occupancy and will pay a little premium because that's a sign of mismanagement, not of excellent management.
Right. And usually there's a lot of value add that can be done at that facility as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The goal is not to kick them out, by the way. If you can move rates and they'll stay, you keep them. But it is a pretty good indicator that you're doing the right thing if some move out.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and some of the people that I talk to, I mean, again, we work with facilities that are all over the map in terms of occupancy. And so we do deal with a decent amount of mom and pops that are at 100%, and they just don't want to ruffle feathers, and they don't want a rate increase because they don't want any calls. They just they're making enough money off the facility that they're happy. When those people,
God bless them, right? Because they probably bought the facility 20, 30 years ago. Maybe they developed it then. There's probably no debt on it, and they're making money hand over fist. And to deal with the headache for a few extra bucks, I don't blame them. But the new buyers they're buying at the high prices with debt and interest and maybe the property taxes just got increased on the transaction, so they don't have that luxury.
Sometimes these things are like lender motivated as well. If you're trying to get some sort of supplemental financing for an expansion, lenders will care about occupancy. And even if you can show them like, hey, my occupancy is going to dip here, but revenue is going to go up, like it just may be that the covenant is you need to have occupancy at a certain percent. So it's not always just operator error. Sometimes these things are structured.